Hello everyone, and welcome back to Vintage Story. Well, this episode will be pretty much spent entirely in the garden, but, well, you can see not much will change in the back of the garden. That is because we will work on the front of the garden, so let me just show you. As you can see, we will create a small balcony on the second floor. I wish it was a little bit more rounded. That would make it look a bit more interesting. At some point I might try to do it, but not right now. And obviously at some point I would like to put a small roof on it. That will definitely make it look a lot more interesting. The other thing that we will work on in this episode is going to be a small railing along the stairs that leads down into the garden. As you can see, this will be a lot more interesting looking than the default fancy that we have been using until now. Yeah, I think this one actually turns out rather nice in the end. So anyways, let's not waste any more time and let's get into it. Alrighty then, let's get started. So, let me see. In the last episode, I do believe we picked up a lot of sand. Let me just check. So, where did I put the sand? There it is, conglomerate sand. Yeah, and we have plenty. Okay, I will take it out, and but I was thinking that maybe we should give the footpaths a small extra, I don't know, trim or siding, or okay, not siding, that's for trains, you know what I mean. Just put some extra sand on the side and that will give it a slightly better texture, I suppose. So yeah, let me just quickly go back to the smithy and take out the the shovel, and let's get to work. So the shovel, wait, oh, it's right here. Okay, never mind. So let's go ahead and let's make a quick little test, I suppose. So there, and let's do it in front of the smithy and the house, and let's see how it looks. If it looks all right, I will do the rest, but if it doesn't give us any big improvement, I think I might not do it completely, but let's see if it does the trick. Okay, so I think it actually does look rather nice. The big question is now, how will it look along these little turns? So if I only do the very corners, how will that look? So basically this. Then obviously we need to dig this one up. Yeah, I really should take care of this old garden at this point, but yeah, I'm still being kept busy by other stuff. So if I do it like this, I think it looks alright, but we could also do this. Basically make the trim completely continuous, like so. And I think actually this one looks better. So let me just quickly take care of this and this. Yeah, this one looks better this way, I think. Okay, I will put down as much of this as we can, and then I suppose we can call it good enough. Also, oh, right, I forgot about this one. Oh, thankfully, for the most part, the actual path is under the open areas, but right here it is not great. I will block as much as we can, and then I will decide how to handle these two tiles. I suppose... Oh, right, we can just chisel them. I believe that will take care of it, right? So if we chisel these real quick, can I chisel them? No, we still need the hammer in the offhand, fine. So chisel and chisel. And if I pick them up, I believe they should not fall down, right? Yeah, there we go. They are no longer held by gravity. Okay, so problem solved. Let's continue. Now about this one, leading to the docks. I still want to put as many flowers here as we can. So we might not want to put sand on this one. So basically this is just going to be a small side path leading down to the docks, but the main pathway leading to the center of the base will have this sand trimming on the side. In fact, to keep the aesthetic, I will not do this for the chicken coop either, or even the greenhouse. Yeah, just the main pathway leading through the base. That's it. Okay, where is that? Ah, there they are. I really should put some lighting into the pulverizer housing. In fact, we do have those torch holders. Let me just quickly pick them up, and I think I will put a torch into that place so we can keep the drifters out. Where did I put them again? There you are. Yeah, just a single one will do. Okay, let me quickly take care of this, which means we will need to hurt these guys, but that's fine. That's one. And that's two. So where do we want to put the torch? Also, by the way, is the tunnel clear? Yeah, the tunnel is clear. So I think I will put the torch here. Except, all right, this is chiseled. Yeah, we cannot use that one. In that case, doesn't feel right. Well, maybe there. Yeah, sure. Okay, this will not prevent them from spawning inside the tunnel, but at least they will not spawn in here. In fact, maybe I should plug this hole. Don't we have an extra door? I do believe we have an extra door, so... Yeah, I'm once again getting distracted. Just give me a second, please. So don't we have an extra door somewhere? We do have... No, these are just fences, not the gates. The gates would have done a perfectly fine job. Fine, let me make a new door. So yeah, oak I suppose will do. Okay then, that should keep the pulverizer housing clean of drifters. So there we go, and you will go right here. Yeah, it's acceptable, I think. That's fine. Okay then, let's carry on. Oh, what do you think? I think this will do. Yeah, I think we don't need to overcomplicate this. I might do this for the greenhouse, but other than that, I think we are good. Yeah, I think so. Even maybe we don't really need these two, but that's fine. Okay, I think what I will do next is maybe... Right, sorry. Offhand hammer. Let's do it before it gets too dark. I will take off these corners so the actual stairs are a little bit easier to navigate. And I think that is going to be it. Yeah, I think so. There we go. Obviously, I will continue with this pathway at some point, but not right now. Anything else? Not really. Okay, then let me just check on the wood storage in down here. We have 2 slabs and some debarked, some planks, some logs. Well, I think today I will do something that I should have done a long time ago. I will try to create a small balcony above the garden. This sand is not chiseled, this one can go back in here, that's fine. Right. We will need most of these tools for this job. In fact, 133, I think this axe will last, that's fine. And yeah. Okay, so stairs I don't think we will need, that's okay. We will need these oak support beams for the railings. In fact, might as well take out all of it. We will need these oak planks as well. In fact, there we go. Basically, we will need most of this stuff. Debarked oak. I suppose we might as well just sew it up. Although, debarked oak might be better for the railing. So you know what, I will keep this one, and we will not need, although no, I don't think we will need pine support beams. Yeah, and we might be able to do something with these chiseled stairs. Maybe we can replace one of the planks with it, but that's about it. Yeah. Okay, now it is way too late now to get started, so I think I will go to bed and we will do the next step in the morning. And good morning. Okay, obviously let me eat this bowl of food. And speaking of, do we have any more? Yes, we do. Okay, and how much is this? 5 portions, that's fine. Okay then, I think we can get started, right? Yeah. Obviously keep this door closed so we don't lose food, and yeah. By the way, let's just check, how many pine beams did we have? Only 2. If we had maybe 3, I think I might have put some pine beams into this corner, but that's fine. We don't need to worry about that right now. So I think it's pretty obvious that the balcony will be right here. So we can take care of this, that's fine. Yeah, let me just pick it up real quick. There we go. Also, we are getting close to the point where we can harvest the berries, but we have so much juice downstairs. By the way, what is the... Yeah, I know I'm getting distracted. What is the... 11 days, 4 years. Okay, I will actually seal the black currant juice because that one is full. So we can keep it for a little bit longer. And this one, 11 days. I guess I will just drink it. If it goes bad, we will have some rot for the composting. That's fine. In fact, I think I might just rot the berries after harvest. That will be fine as well. So anyways, we are not going to work from here, we are going to work from upstairs. Also, we need one more door for this one. Okay, then I do believe we can place this one here as a placeholder for a second. Yes. And let me start placing some of these. So This will not line up because this is a chiseled block, so yeah, there's a gap. I think a 5x2 or 5x3 balcony will be fine. Yeah, I think so. Okay, first things first, let me chisel back the missing pieces right here. So basically, right, I know, hammer in the offhand. So let's put these blocks back real quick. These will be needed for the finished article. There. And next up, we will need plenty of planks. Now, do we have any planks? I didn't check. I think we should... No, we don't. We only have large boards. Okay, in that case, we will need to sew up these. Yeah. Let's make one full stack and let's make a bunch of... How many we need exactly? So if I want to have, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 maybe. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Is this going to be enough? So I would like to have this one out. No. Obviously not what I was aiming for. Obviously we can pick this one up as well. So there we go. That's what I was trying to do. There, and I would like to have this one there, exactly. And 3 more right there. So something like this. Is this too big, or... Let me check from downstairs. We still need to pick up that chiseled block anyways. There, and... Yeah, I think this is a slightly too big for my liking, at least. I think I will actually trim it back like so. It doesn't have to be too big, just a small balcony looking over the bay out in the back. Did I pick up everything? Yes. Right? 4. Wait, it should be 5. Right? It should be 5 boards, oh sorry, planks. Oh, there we go. Now it's 5, okay. Oh, and we have a bear. Please don't kill the pigs. Okay, please, please, please stay out there. Okay, come back. Are the pigs okay? Please don't tell me they killed the pig. Please don't kill the pigs. Okay, we need to take care of this. Unfortunately, that's a brown bear. They are quite dangerous. Okay, please, please, please come. And I don't think they can fit through the door, so we should be okay. Come at me. And he's on the roof. Oh, great. There you are. Okay. I don't like it, but... Please make up your mind. There we go. Okay, first, let's check on the pigs. I do believe he can hit into the pen. And, okay, thankfully they are good. Oh, and the Piglets grew up. Lovely. So let me see, generation 0, yeah, generation 1, and generation 1. Okay, lovely. I really should move them to the center of the base at this point, but I'm still getting distracted by other stuff. Oh, right, and harvest the bear before I forget. So there, and what can we drop? We have too much stuff on us. I don't think we will need these chiseled blocks anymore. It's fine. So, low weight. I don't expect a lot. Still not too bad. Okay, anything we can drop? Well, we can drop stuff in here, I suppose. Yeah, exactly. Fat goes in there, and obviously the leather can go in here, except we need 10 more liters, and we have 10 more liters in here. Lovely. Okay, strong tanning can go into this one, and we can take out 10 liters from here, and that should be enough to get the process started, right? Yes. Okay. Right, and the meat. Obviously, the meat will go into the composter. I don't really care about bushmeat. So you can be rotting in here, that's fine. Also, these are halfway done and halfway done. Okay, then let's continue now that we are no longer distracted. So, I think all we need to do now is the railings. So, let's just check where will these support beams attach to the wall. So if I, for example, do it here, that's going to be at the exact center. Well, I suppose we can have, first things first, I will put down some of these oak planks. So we will need to have one here for sure. And obviously we'll need to chisel it and take off. We will need to take off these down as well. And this is too wide, I believe. Yeah. I think we can go down to 2 by 2. Right. So let's go down to 2 by 2. Let's take these off. I will worry about the spacing of the actual railings later. For now, I just want to get the spacing right. Oh, right, and we have the planer as well. I keep forgetting that we have options now. So there we go, that's better. And if I put the actual railing on top, yeah, that will do perfectly fine. I think I will leave one support here and how narrow do we want to have these supports? We can have these 2 by 4 or 2 by 2. I definitely want to take off these middle ones. Something like this. So basically we can have planks or wooden beams or rods, or, you know, the narrow versions. I think I prefer to have these narrow planks like this. Okay, I will place 3 more here and 1 more here. Okay, copy this one over these. And then we need to turn this one. No, this pay. And now, I think on this one, I think these need to be a bit more centered so they actually line up. Yeah, tell you what, We can take off this and put back this. Now they are more centered, and that means that, well, they will be lined up perfectly along the edges. So let's copy this one over this and this. In fact, yeah, let's just do it for these as well. That's fine. We just need to turn them into shape. There, that's fine. Okay, paste and turn. Okay, so far so good. If I put a beam here, just barely, there we go. That works for me. Next, how do we fill these gaps? I suppose we can have, yeah, we have more planks. I will put one here and here, and I will chisel off the corners, I suppose. Obviously, we'll need to have one of these, and we had the exact right amount. That's great. Unfortunately, this is going to be a corner, so we cannot have these perfectly lined. Do we want to have just a square balcony? I mean, yeah, it doesn't really have to be rounded. A perfectly normal square balcony is going to be just fine as well, so I think I will be okay with that. Also, since we are down here, how do we want to deal with the support? Obviously don't want to have it like this, that's a bit too much. Maybe just something like so. So start here, go all the way out, or just to the middle. Yeah, the middle will be fine. So start there and go there. Yeah, no need to overcomplicate this. And do we want to have a small cross beam or something like this? Yeah, I think so. Okay then, let's take care of the rest of the upstairs. So we need to chisel this one down next. Let me just combine these. So first, we need to take care of this and this for sure. I think we can plane off. So if I do island mode, maybe. Yeah, I suppose this will be alright. There we go. Okay, next. Obviously, we need to take care of this. So we have the correct spacing. And then this. And we need to put this one back, I suppose. Now, do we want to have this kind of a corner, or do we want to chisel out this corner? Let me see how it looks first. So obviously we need to take care of this, and if I do this, no. Is this going to be okay? For the corner, I mean. Or do we want to push everything down a little bit? Because, I don't know. To have everything line up perfectly on the front, I think this will be alright. Yeah. Now, where did I attach the beam? I believe on this block, right? No. What about this one? I didn't mean to break the window. There we go. So this one goes back, the window goes back. I just wanted to pick up the beam. And we need to put one of these here as well. Which means we will need more oak planks. Right, thankfully we have the oak stuff right up here. So logs, we don't need too many, just a couple. Yeah, half a stack will be more than what we need. We just need, I suppose, 2 blocks will be, in fact even slabs will be fine, but let's make sure the orientation is correct. So if I do it like this, yeah, the planks will be horizontal, but if I do it like this, the side planks will be vertical once we add them to the other blocks. So let's make sure this is correct. Also, I just noticed that we can eat. Great. So we need to add these 2 blocks to these. Yes. So add, and all we need to do is add a single one of these, and it needs to go in these 2 tiles. There we go. Also, where did I put the beam on this one? Yeah, lovely. That was lucky. And now we just need to do the same thing on this one, and this block to be exact. Okay, and all we need to do now is copy this one over this one and turn it around, and we are done, I guess. I would have preferred if it was a little bit more rounded, but you know what? I think this will do perfectly fine. Okay, let's put in the beams and we can call this one finished. So let's start there, go all the way to the end here as well, and let's start there, perfect, and end right there. So yeah, now we have a small balcony on the second floor. Okay, I think I will have pine doors on this one. I want to keep the aesthetic of the other doors, I suppose. So let me see, do we have pine boards? No, we don't. Okay, fine. Oh wait, it was in the inventory. So let's put this in, and I suppose we can call this finished. Right, okay. Should we put a small roof on this balcony? I mean, we can just increase the height of these poles, maybe even just a single block will do. And we can just use roofing beams. Let me see how it looks from downstairs. You know what? I don't think we need to do anything else. I think this will do just fine. But I do think that maybe... Unfortunately, I made the mistake of placing the start of these beams inside chisel blocks, so... If you want to pick them up, that's going to be a bit of a pain. But you know what? I think it's fine. Maybe we can increase the frequency. Yes, I think so. Just this much, not a lot. If I put it here, yeah, that looks like the correct spacing. Yeah, let's keep it simple. Nice and easy. Okay, next up, I've been meaning to change this stair around a tiny bit. Basically, I made the mistake of actually chiseling this one this way when I really shouldn't have. Let me put... No. Let me put these back real quick. what I should have done is first, let's make sure everything is correct. Yeah, so what I should have done is instead, maybe, yeah, 2 by 2 should be fine, is maybe like this. So we actually have some steps that look right. Yeah, I think this one will look a lot better. Okay, I think putting these back this way might be slightly more economical. There we go. Okay, give me a second, please, and I will be back with you once this one is finished. Yes, I think this one looks a lot better this way. Absolutely. Yeah. In fact, I don't think I will replace these steps with wooden steps. This stone is perfectly fine. Okay, now do we want to have some railings on this one? We have some debarked oak. If we wanted to... okay, I will make one of these planks real quick and I will put it... It should be, let me see. There, there, there. So I will put this one here as a support, and although I suppose we can just put it here and yeah, that's going to be fine. Okay, let me pick this one up. We don't need the support. Although, with some extra of these planks, we can make it go down. It will look like it's attached to the side of this. You know what? Yeah, let's go for that instead. So let's pick this one up, and this will be the support. But no, this one needs to be vertical, not horizontal. Right. Okay, so let me think about this. This one needs to be here. Then... okay, I will replace this one in a second. Let me just make a couple of extra... there we go. A couple of these. So this one is now horizontal. Let's replace this one to be horizontal. And after all, we don't need this one. There we go. So, there. And basically what I had in mind is that we chisel these. Yeah, let's just use the planer. Oh, put that one back. And I think a 2 by 2 will be enough. So yeah, basically this. And then we take off, I think, yeah, this much. I will leave a 4 voxel high little attachment point. And then I suppose we can take that one and that one. So it looks like that the actual side, the boards are actually attached to the side of this wall. Yeah, let's go for that one. Okay then, we will need... no. We need this to attach to this one. So it's actually vertical there and there. Okay. Copy. No, wait, copy this one first. There, and copy this one to these. But this one will be obviously moved down a little bit. So first things first, let's pick this one up. This one is already fine, I think. Also, it's already 7 o'clock. Wow, time flies. Anyways, obviously this one needs to go back until here. And we need to move this one down. How far? Maybe 2 more? Yeah, that looks about right. Okay, we can copy this one to this one and this one to this one. Okay, I think it's pretty obvious what I'm trying to go for. We still need something to end the railing on. I think I will do that in the morning because it is getting really dark, especially with this kind of weather. Okay, let me go to bed. And good morning. I still really like that we can use items when we are sleeping, so I used some of the poultices to heal up, so we don't lose too much food. And obviously, speaking of food, let's eat. Okay, so let's carry on working on the base. Is it safe to go outside now? It is 5 o'clock. Yeah, looks safe. Okay. Now, oak beams, obviously. If I start a beam here, how will that look? Actually, it looks okay, I think. Yeah, I think I can live with this. Okay, and if I start the downslope there, okay, it does look alright, but tell you what, to make the, I don't know, the railings, right? These are the railings and this is the banister, right? Well, okay, the vertical parts to line up with the horizontal, what I think I will do is take off one layer from here for the whole face. There. And what I was thinking that maybe we should put them back on this side. So it would be more of a lap joint instead of a just nailed on, I suppose. And speaking of nailing on, I suppose we should put some... Yeah, I suppose we can put some nails on these as well. But let's worry about one thing at a time. So, well, since we want to put these here, what we need to do is... There we go. So we need to put this one here, right? Yes. Okay, copy. Yeah, I'm making this way more complicated than it really needs to be, but you know what? That's the magic of the thing. So copy this one over that one and just turn it around. So turn this one this way. Almost. If we had the modded chisel, I think we could move these to the side, but we don't have it. Oh well. We can just use the planer, I suppose. So we need to have the island mode and put these back and take off this one. No. I was looking at the wrong face. We need to be very, very precise about this. There we go. So if I plane off this one, there we go. That is correct. And I suppose we can just take off that. Yeah, that looks pretty much okay to me. Now we just need to do the same thing on the rest of this. I suppose we can just do this one fairly easily. Copy this over this. Just use the planer to take care of the rest. Yeah, that looks okay, and that's pretty much it. Okay, do we have any more on the side? I think we use all of them for the lamppost. Specifically the full stone blocks, right? No, we have plenty. Okay, very happy to see it. Obviously it's a bit of a waste to use these for just a couple of voxels, but you know what, might as well make it look nice. So what I had in mind obviously is chisel this one, add these, and add a single voxel of support like this. Yeah, it's an extremely small detail, nobody will notice it, but I will notice it, and that is what's important. Okay. Yeah, for this one we only need a single one right here. And for this one this one actually reaches down far enough. That's good news. And this one, please. Yeah. It's a very small detail. Barely anyone will notice it, but I think it really adds a certain something. Okay, then next up, what we need to do is add oak planks to this and this. Yeah, that's all we need to do. Okay, so oh, we already have it. That is very fortunate. Right? No, that's the wrong one. So we need some planks, yeah. Unfortunately, we don't have any more. We have debark, but that will give us beams, and we need planks. Right, so we need to chisel this block to be exact and add this, yes. And we want to use these planks, right? Wait, did I chisel accidentally? I think I heard the... Yeah, this one. Don't do that one, please, thank you. So we need to add back some oak right here. Okay, and we can just use the planer for the rest. There we go. Exactly. And we need to have the same for this one. So chisel, add the planks, add back a layer, and just plane back the rest. There we go. And all we need to do now is put this one, copy that one, so copy and paste. Yeah, perfect. Now, all we need to do now is put a single voxel that we can attach this banister to. I'm really hoping that I'm using the correct terminology. So basically, how far? This should do it, right? A single voxel is all we need. Maybe slightly higher. So if I do this one, start there and attach to that one. Perfect. Yep. In fact, I am very, very tempted to do the same kind of railings to this side as well, just for the sake of, you know, aesthetic completeness or consistency. You know what, I might do that at some point, not right now, because we are running a little bit short on time, but I think I will pick these up real quick and that will incentivize me to do it. At least on this side. There. I might keep this one as it is. I am not sure yet. For now, I think what I will do is put a single one of these there, copy this one over to this one. There we go. This will be a reminder to do it at some point. In fact, you know what? We have the resources, so might as well just take care of it. So this one and yeah, this one as well. Paste and paste, but we don't need this particular support, so we can take this one off as at least. Yeah, this will be perfectly fine. Okay, and I suppose we can take this one off now. And add one of these. Good. And we can just I suppose just use this one and how wide is this, by the way? Yeah, it is 4 by 4, right? Yeah, 4 by 4. So this is the correct spacing. Yes, it is. Okay. And yeah, that will do. So all we need to do is this basically, and we can choose, plane off that. Right. In fact, at this point, we can basically put this one and finish it right. Okay. First, don't do this and just add that and hide it like so. We just need to have something to attach to, and that's it. So attach there. No. Start there. That's correct. And end there. Exactly. Yes, and we can take this voxel off now. Good. Do we want to connect up to this one? I suppose we might as well. Yeah, let's just put this one back. Start there and end. No, never mind. This is fine. Yeah, there's a small gap, but you know what? I think I will be okay with this. Okay, at some point we will obviously do the same kind of side support or lap joint for this that we did here as well. Well, we do have the resources right now, so might as well, right? There. No, this one needs to be vertical. Attach to this one, please. Thank you. We can... didn't mean to do the bush, but that's fine. There, and copy this one, please. Alright, and we will need to add the underside, but I believe the copy will take care of it. So copy and paste. Oh, wait, that's the shape only. Please the material as well. There we go. Next, copy and paste. Perfect. Okay, and next, this one, vertical. Oh, right. This one is actually the same. We can put this one here, I believe, right? No. Oh, right. Okay, I will deal with this in the next episode, maybe. For now, let me just chisel these back. So add this one. Yeah, it's a bit complicated. Okay, as I said, I will deal with this in the next episode. For now, I think we might want to say goodbye because we are, although maybe not, we're still not quite at the 1 minute mark. Oh, sorry, 1 hour mark. I suppose we can keep working on this. Okay, fine, let's do it. I will, right, okay. Now we do need to take this one off and we can put in this one as a placeholder and attach this one just for this little corner. That's all it's going to do. So copy and paste and we can take off that little corner. Where is the chisel? There you are. We can take that one off. That's fine. Okay. Which means we will need even more oak planks. Okay, since we have a little bit more time, let's just do it. Yeah, 12 of these surely will be enough to finish everything, right? Well, fingers crossed. Okay, so we definitely need to have this one here for sure. So copy this over that and we can take off this. Yeah, there. That's fine. Next, this one. Do we really need to go all the way across? Like this? I suppose. Might as well. So go all the way here, attach there and there. Oh, wait, never mind. Yeah, let's just do this and plane out the rest. There we go. Now the big question is, are we going to fit through the narrow space that we have put in? And yes, we will. Okay. I was a bit afraid that maybe we will not be able to fit with all these extra, additions, but I think we will manage. Next up. So we should be able to put one block here, right? No. Yeah, yes we do. Okay. So why can't I put it on top like this? We should be able to. Okay, fine. I will put it there, take this one off and put it back vertically. Like so. There we go. There, and then just copy and paste. That's fine. In fact, the problem I'm facing now is that we need these as well, but if I copy this one over here, that will interfere with this one. Oh, wait. Copy. And I do believe, yeah, add shape. So this should do it. Perfect. All we need to do is take off these and replace them with andesite. Good. Only one thing missing now is this one. Now this one will be interesting. there, and I suppose we can get away with using the cobblestone texture for this one nail, I suppose. It's not really all that different. A bit more textured, but other than that, I think it will be fine. Okay, so after all, we managed to do this in one episode. So now we have a new little balcony. I wish it was rounded, but this was a lot easier this way. I might put a small roof on it, but for now I think it's going to be okay. Yeah, a roof might make it look a bit more interesting, but for now, obviously not. Because we are definitely over time now. So yeah, I think we did relatively okay. Let me just make one more change. Can I pick this beam up? Fine. Let me put a couple of stuff away. There we go. Let me pick this one up so we can pick up the beam. Because there we go. I would like to make this one a little bit longer. So is this the end of the... No. There we go. Let's start the railing or the banister here instead. So it's a little bit longer, so it fits the rest of the aesthetic. Can I go right? Stop. Add this one back. Good. And now we can do it. So once again, start here and end there. Yeah, having those longer banisters actually makes it look more consistent. But I'm still not sure if I like this one in particular. I will think about this little gap in between episodes, I suppose. And speaking of in between episodes, I am... yeah, I think it's time to start winding down this particular series. Because, well, there was another game that got a expansion recently, and I think I might be ready to jump back into that one. Yeah, I think it's pretty obvious which game I mean. Some of you will be very happy to hear that I am going back into it. But I guess we will see. Anyways, I believe all that is left to say is that thank you for watching. If you liked the video, you can leave a like, leave a comment, and maybe subscribe to the channel if you want. If you would like to support me a little bit more, you can do so by clicking the join button and becoming a channel member, which will give you an early and ad-free access to these videos. Once again, thank you for watching and thank you very much for your support. I will see you in the next one. Thank you and goodbye.